welcome back to the Anfield Exchange. Liverpool 2, Brentford 0, and what a big game that was. Now, I painted the Nottingham Forest game as a must-win game, but I think the fact that we drew that game, this became a must-win game. I think overall, away to Nottingham Forest and away to Brentford, you'd be happy with 4 points. And I think exactly that. Liverpool are currently, at the time of recording, 7 points clear in the league from Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal currently right now playing Aston Villa at home. No Saliba, no Saka, obviously. So, not going to be an easy game. But yeah, as things stand, we've all played 21 games and Liverpool are 7 points clear. So, I thought we were brilliant today. Even before we scored the 2 goals, when we were getting to like 88, 89 minutes, I thought we deserved to win. I thought that it was going to be 2 points dropped, and I thought that, yeah, it was going to be another sort of, not negative video, but another sort of downbeat video. But yeah, I think, look, I'm absolutely buzzing for Nunez. The 2 goals that he scored were brilliant. That's exactly what we need from him. He's, in patches, he is prolific, but we just need to get his confidence up. We need to get him playing. We need to get him in the team and hope that this can be the catalyst for a good run from now to the end of the season, because we again, Diego Jota was unavailable today. Story of his Liverpool career. You know that you're not going to get a full season out of him, so it's good that Nunez could come in today. And look, obviously he didn't start, but it's good that he can come in off a bench, and yeah, he's basically won us the 3 points. But yeah, as an overall performance, I thought Liverpool were dominant. I thought they were good in all areas of the pitch. I thought Brentford defended well. Yeah, Brentford were clearing up. We'd struggled to break them down in patches. I think the game was crying out for a Diogo Jota, to be honest, an out-and-out goal scorer. But Nunez made sure that we didn't miss Jota whatsoever. Just want to go through the stats. Liverpool had 61% possession, 37 shots to Brentford's 11, 8 of those on target. Yeah, massive performance it was. I would have been happy with the performance even if the game had have finished 0-0. But obviously not the scoreline, which would have been disappointing. Yeah, Nunez, like I say, absolutely made up for a man that he's come on and made the difference. That's what we need from him between now and the end of the season. Obviously, I know there's a lot of talk that Nunez might be leaving in January, potentially at the end of the summer. I don't think he's going to leave in January. I think he's probably got from now to the end of the season to stake a claim for a place up front, and to stake a claim to keep his Liverpool career going. All round today, Alisson was very comfortable in goals. There wasn't too much from Brentford. Most of their efforts were sort of snapshots straight down the middle to Alisson. But what he had to do, he did well. I thought Trent was good today. I thought Trent... My biggest positive that I saw from Trent today was that he was up for the defensive side of it as well. So when Brentford were breaking, you saw him sprinting back. I thought he defended well. I thought he was a threat going forward. And yeah, I think it's safe to say that, I don't want to talk too soon on this, the contract talk has gone away regarding him potentially leaving, him potentially signing a new deal. That seems to have gone away over the last sort of week or so. Obviously, it was rife when we played Man United. I think that impacted his performance. But I think the way he's bounced back, he came on as a substitute against Tottenham, did brilliant. He played the game against Accrington Stanley. I thought he was brilliant. He scored an absolute screamer. Nottingham Forest, he didn't put a foot wrong, and today same again. So I think Trent's managed to put that to the back of his head, and he's just concentrating on performances, and I think that's brilliant for Liverpool, because if we're going to win the league, we need Trent Alexander-Arnold at his best, going forward and defensively. Van Dijk and Konate, absolutely solid today. They didn't have too much to do. I expected Brentford to probably cause us a few more problems, but yeah, Canate and Van Dijk sort of cleaned any trouble up. I thought Simicast did okay today. I thought he did quite well. Robertson, I thought, did well when he came on. Midfield, solid as ever. Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai. I think Szoboszlai makes such a difference to this team. I think he's pressing and the way that he makes them forward runs, whether it's direct down the middle, whether it's overlapping. I think Szoboszlai, we are certainly our best team when Szoboszlai plays. He just runs and he's a workhorse. Like I said in the preview video, I would like to see more from him on the ball. But look, if someone comes into Liverpool and they try the hardest, and I think that's enough for us. So yeah, I really, really like Szoboszlai at the minute. I thought Salah was good today. Gakpo did well today. Diaz as well. I want to have a conversation about the Diaz in the number 9 position, because I think he's played there 7 or 8 times. He started there first time he played there was against Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League. He did well. Then he played there against Southampton in the Cup, scored a hat-trick. It started well, but it doesn't seem to be working in these type of fixtures. I think Diaz playing as a striker is best suited for when you play Man City, when you're playing Arsenal, when you're playing teams that are going to want to push forward. I think that's when Diaz is best as a number 9. I think through the likes of Nottingham Forest, when we play Man United, I think obviously today as well, I think when you've got a team that sit back and their first form of football is defence, I think Diaz can get lost a little bit, trying to play in them pockets and not having much space on the ball. So yeah, I think that's an experiment that I'm probably done with now. Certainly against the lower league teams, I would like to see Nunez get a run in the team and see if we can sort of see if we can get him scoring goals, see if we can make him become the player that we all expected him to be when he came into the club. I think the worst thing for me recently in terms of Nunez, not so much recently, but the last few games that he's played, Darwin Nunez, for the first 2 years, it was very much he would have 5, 6, 7 chances, not always score them, very rarely score them. But we as fans used to say, "Oh, he causes chaos. It must be a nightmare to defend against." And in the last sort of few weeks, possibly months, in his performances, he's not been causing that chaos, and he's not been getting those chances. Which, when he's not doing that, you can't really back him. But today he came on and he got the job done for us. I thought at 0-0, I was screaming for Jota to be fit, because I thought that game was well suited to Jota. I think it shows our need for an out-and-out striker. If Nunez can carry this on, happy days. I'm not convinced he can. I'm not convinced that this is a turning point. Look, today's goals from Nunez reminded me very much against the 2 he scored against Newcastle when he came on and we ended up winning the game and Nunez scored the 2 goals. It very much reminded me of that, and I thought after that was a turning point for Nunez. I thought that he would be the striker I expected him to be. He'd be on the score sheet every week and he'd be putting those chances away. It never quite happened. I'm hoping this could be the turning point for him, because I know a lot of fans are done with Nunez and a lot of fans want us to sell him. I'm not one of them. I'm still very much in the Nunez stay camp, certainly for the rest of his season, because look, we've got to the top of the league, we're the top of the Champions League. I don't think it's too clever if you're going to start selling players. I think you've got to keep that core together. They've got you so far. Keep it together, see out the season, and then you can do your ins and outs next year. So I would keep Nunez for the last 6 months, and I would basically I will give him the next 6 months to the end of the season to rescue his Liverpool career. But if we see the same Nunez, then I think we will address the striker situation in the summer transfer window. What I did like today is in the last couple of weeks I've had a couple of criticisms of Slot's. I don't want to say criticisms because Slot's been fantastic and Slot has been an absolute tactician in the time he's been at Liverpool. But there's been a couple of odd things where I thought, I don't really understand that. I don't think that's the right thing to do. Like I say, I'm not paid to be Liverpool manager, but this struck me as quite odd. Like the Nottingham Forest game, Harvey Elliott not getting any minutes because I thought he was perfect to unlock the defence. I thought Chiesa coming on could have created something and possibly won us a game. So a couple of criticisms, but today I thought Onisot got it spot on. I thought it was clever bringing Jones and Elliott on for McAllister and Szoboszlai. Nunez coming on for Diaz was pretty much a no-brainer, and I thought it would be nice to get Chiesa some minutes. It's nice to actually see him get on the pitch in the Premier League. So hopefully, going forward, we're in good stead. And yeah, 7 points clear of Arsenal. Like I say, we're currently playing now, but as things stand, we're 7 points clear of Arsenal. Hopefully, we can drop points against Aston Villa, and hopefully, yeah, we can maintain this gap because we've got Ipswich at home next. You would like to think that that's going to be another 3 points, but you just never know in this league. It's very competitive at the minute. Any team can beat anybody on the day. So, yeah, fantastic performance. Great to see. Buzzing for Nunez. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.